Hey guys, welcome to another review video. We're doing a very quick in and out video because today we're working with PMT, which stands for Professional Music Technology. If you are new to this channel, we are made on the road. We are a music studio bus. So today we're working with PMT to do a cover of a song, and for each different instrument we're walking in, taking something off the shelf, bringing it into our bus, using it, and I'm going to give you a very first glance kind of review, like how I found using it without using any instructions or any manuals. If you're looking for an in-depth review, there's loads of people doing this 20 times better than I would ever do it, so please go check them out. This isn't that. This is like a first glance, what you're going to expect taking something off the shelf, bringing it in and trying to use it straight away. So without further ado, today we are using the Akai MPC Live. Couldn't believe that this thing was battery powered. He just took it off the shelf, unplugged it from the speakers and went, there you go, and it was still on, and I was like, huh? Where's the power cable? It has battery power. Amazing for anybody that travels. As I was walking over with it, I realised it is quite heavy. My best guess is this is because of the batteries that are in it. I imagine because it's got a rechargeable battery, this is quite weighty. It does, however, feel really good. Akai's stuff normally feels quite plasticky. I use one of their little sample MPX16s. These things are great, really cheap, but it does feel, I mean, listen. It feels quite plasticky. It almost feels like a bit of a kid's toy. So yeah, I love these things, but they do feel a bit cheap. However, the MPC Live just feels like quality. It almost feels like it's made out of like a metal or a really high quality plastic. So I was really impressed at first glance. And I also at first glance loved the fact that it had a really big screen on it. Like, these things have tiny little screens. The MPC Live, big screen, touch screen as well, which I love. It's 2018, why doesn't everything have a touch screen on it? I loved it. Unfortunately, we did actually struggle to get some sound out of it straight away, and I'm still not sure what was different, because the guy came in and we just turned it off and on. When you turn it on, it gives you like presets, so we went into a preset and it just then worked. So yeah, initially it's quite complicated. I love touchscreens. You just saw my reaction to touchscreens. I love them, but unless you know where everything is on the screen, it's really hard to get going and know where things are going to be. So I love using the Nord. I use the Nord Live, which is a keyboard, and at first glance you're like, there are so many knobs and buttons. Actually, when you realise it's all split into different sections, so you have pianos, organs, synths, that kind of thing, and each knob has a purpose, so you can just be hands-on. This isn't quite like that. You have to assign knobs, and different presets have these 4 buttons down the side. They have different uses depending on what preset you have open. Yeah, I like the minimal kind of thing normally, but Nord completely converted me to like, more knobs and buttons is better. Like, I didn't know how to do that at first with the Akai. However, the more I used it, the more I realized how much you can do. Like, you can change so much for the sounds. It's harder to do this on the cuff. If you were doing a live show for this, for example, you'd have to really know and trust that you could touch the screen in the right places and be accurate with that. The reason I like the Roland TR8S is it's very hands-on. If you're doing something live, you just go and tweak this knob here, tweak this knob here, use this slider, use this. It's very much more difficult to do that with the MPC Live. However, the MPC Live is much better at being able to change the sounds how you want them, add effects, and if you were going to pre-program a whole show, this is great for that. Really, really, really in-depth. Nearly ran out of breath saying all that. I thought the sounds on the Akai MPC Live were more interesting. They very much feel like 2018 versions of sounds. I don't know, I thought they weren't like an 808 or a 909. They have the basic kind of sounds, but I found it much easier to find and enjoy more unusual sounds on the MPC. I don't think anything really compares to it on the market currently. It's literally like having a computer in a sequencer. I know that's technically what all sequencers are now, but I think, does that make sense? I think that makes sense. If you're watching this, like, debating whether or not to get a sequencer or a sample pad, for a sample pad and a sampler, get this, get the Akai MPC Live. If you're wanting to do sequencing, just save yourself a lot of like hassle and programming frustration and get the Roland TR8S. If you couldn't afford both of them and you still wanted to do them, I'd probably get the Akai MPC Live out of the two. I don't know, you can, although it's not as intuitive like initially, when you get to know it and you become an expert at the MPC Live, I'm pretty sure this would be the better product. in terms of doing everything that you're going to want to do live as a sampler, as a producer, or whether you just want to use this in your studio. It's very cool, and I think overall the build quality of the MPC, I'm pointing at it as if it's down here, is not down here, they're my flip-flops. If I was going to buy one, I'd probably buy the MPC Live. I actually really enjoy like playing my drums in when I'm recording songs, so on this particular song that we're doing today, with PMT, the cover that we're making, I'm recording it in live, and I very much like that. There's something I like about being more hands-on. That's why I bought this in the first place. If you're wanting to buy just a sampler, save yourself some pennies and get this. The MPX16 is great. You can buy smaller ones. I think you can buy like an MPX8 or even a 4. If you're just wanting a good sample pad to trigger stuff, get the smaller ones. If you're wanting to edit it and play around with it a lot more and use this as like your drum production, get the MPC Live. It's literally like a computer built into a sample pad. It's great. And the fact you can run off battery power still blows my mind. Yeah, I hope this has been useful. If you're wanting to check out any more gear that we've used on this particular day with PMT, please check out our channel and the other videos that we make. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. And if you're interested in what we do with the bus a bit more, then check out the vlogs. So we've got loads of playlists on our channel, so head over there and have some fun. That's it. Until next time, take care, look after each other, and remember, never stop creating. Boom.